Hello, this video was created by Chaitanya, a senior information developer at BMC Software, and narrated by a computer-generated voice. In this video, I'll show you how to create an attachment pool for a progressive web application that allows end users to add any number of attachments. An attachment pool contains attachment fields that enable users to store text, graphics, audio, or video. Creating an attachment pool for this purpose involves these high-level steps. In Developer Studio, create a form in Standard View which serves as the remote form where the data is stored. Create a table field of type attachment in the Progressive View. Map the table fields to the form in Standard View. Define active links to save the attachments that the end users add to the form and to refresh and retrieve the attachments for viewing. In the last step, we see how we can check whether end users can attach files to the form. Let's start with creating a regular form. Open Developer Studio and create a regular form in Standard View. Add an attachment pool to the view. Then add an attachment field. Edit the label and name properties to rename the view. Set default values for all required fields. And then save the form. Now, we'll see how to create a table field of type attachment in a progressive view. Create a new view and select Progressive. A new view is created. On the progressive view of the form, drag the Table List View field. On the Properties panel, click Display Type and then select Attachment from the list. Next, let's map the table field in the progressive view with the regular form you created in Standard View. In the Tree/Table Property dialog box, specify the remote form you created in Standard View. You must make sure you map the attachment field. Along with the attachment field, you need to add some mapping information to map the main form to the remote forms having the attachments. The field types should match when you add the mappings. You must have at least one foreign key mapping by selecting the foreign key checkbox. The foreign key helps retrieve a specific attachment that is associated with a specific record, such as an incident ticket. Notice that the table qualification automatically gets generated based on the foreign key mapping. Save the changes. In the progressive view, under Display Fields, drag Button into the view. Change the ID to 1001. When you assign this ID, the button commits changes when clicked. Under Display, Button Label, change the value to Save. Similarly, add another button and change the label to Refresh. We'll now see how we can use active links to enable end users to save attachments and refresh the form. Create a new active link. Select a server in the Select Server dialog box. Select the form in the progressive view which has the button. Select the button for which you want to create the active link. Whenever this button is clicked, the associated active link runs. In the If Action section, select Add Action and Change Field. In the Change Field section, make sure that you add the table field and set it to Refresh. Let us now view the interface in a progressive web application. In a browser, sign into the progressive web application as a user. Change the URL to include the progressive view form that you created in Developer Studio. Add any number of files as attachments. The attachment files are saved to the remote form when you click Save. This is how we can enable end users of the progressive web application to add attachments by creating attachment pools. For more information, see docs.bmc.com. You can find the link to the relevant documentation in the video description.